Critical times, and the timing is critical too. So we just finished the makeover, and again, it was all about explaining the truth to people about being healthy and well and grounding them in the principles. You pay me to make sure that you're healthy. You pay me that in spite of the culture that's going on out there where everybody's getting sick, the stats on cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, neurological, autoimmune conditions, you name it, it's worse than ever before, particularly in the United States of America, here where we live. And people pay me to make sure they don't become another statistic. In the ancient Orient, doctors don't get paid if their patients get sick. Sign me up for that. That's what you signed up for when you became a patient here. Let me help you. But the physician plays a role. He has to be a servant to the art, the laws and principles that govern health. And so I've got to do my role, but the patient has a role too. You've got to work with the physician. I can't help you unless you let me help you. So going to an event like we did on Saturday was so critically important. I vowed at the beginning of this year, like never before, to provide so much content, information, knowledge, understanding, truth, and to provide so many resources that unless you completely live under a rock while you're a patient in this office, there's no way you won't have massive transformation. And I will absolutely tell you and guarantee that the laws and principles that govern your health will never fail you. They will never let you down. Something like gravity doesn't, well, it's the only one that would let you down, because when you jump off a tall building, you're going down no matter whether you want to or not. But all the laws and principles that govern health, they're not going to let you down. You may let them down, but they won't let you down. They won't let you down. 100% of the time, you're going to be better off following these principles than not. You're going to be better off eating good food than junk food. You're going to be better off moving your body than being sedentary. You're going to be better off less toxic than more toxic. You're going to be better off with a content spirit rather filled with anxiety and fear. You're going to be better off with a positive mental attitude than with a negative one. And then you're going to be better off with your body functioning and healing at closer to 100% than with your nervous system being compromised in your body in a state of dysfunction building disease. I mean, it's 100% of the time for everybody, no matter what your age or race or religion. It doesn't matter what your sexual preference is. It doesn't matter what condition or diagnosis or symptoms you have. Everybody 100% of the time is better off following these principles. And it's not the game of life a la carte. You don't get to pick and choose what principles apply to you. They all apply to all of us all the time. And we've got to have proper perspective on all of these things in current events so we could find our way through this world. In fact, in Proverbs, in the first chapter, I love it because it says that the purpose for Proverbs is that you would gain wisdom and discipline. Wisdom and discipline. And at the end of the first chapter, it says that a fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. That we have to understand God's ways. And what He does perfectly. And His ways are always the best ways. And man comes along and they want to make things better and do it their way because they're so brilliant, so judicious. And they try to recreate the natural order. And they make man's order instead of God's order. And it goes on in the middle of the first chapter in Proverbs, and it says that for populations of people, it hits them very specifically, and it says that the people that are naive, they're clueless, people that don't have a clue, that they gain resourcefulness through Proverbs and wisdom. That they would gain resourcefulness. In other words, that somehow they find their way through life. And then it says for the young that they gain wisdom and discretion. In other words, they have discernment and they can use the knowledge that they gain in order to make good decisions in life and find their way. And then the next is the wise, which would be people like that are patients here who've been to many makeovers, who understand these principles at a much higher level than most. But it says that they take their game to the next level, they become wiser. And you've got to level up all of the time. And so by coming to events like this, I mean, it helps everybody. You can't tell me, don't say that, oh, I'm not going to get the video because I've already been to a makeover. That is just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. you've got to understand that you've got to constantly take your game up. And then the fourth population of people, this is my favorite when it comes to this chapter in the Bible. It says that the intelligent, really smart people, that they have guidance. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. I don't care how smart you are. If you don't have a fear of the Lord and understanding of God's ways, and you don't respect that, and you think you can come along no matter how smart you are, and usually the smartest ones are the ones who feel this way, that they're going to find their own way. And they don't align with God's laws and principles, and they go in a different direction. And they become wayward and lost. And lots of these people are leading lots of other people in this country and taking them with them. And as a culture, we are becoming more godless. We are losing our way. And look where we end up. And that's what's happened with modern medicine in our current healthcare system for the last 100 years. We have really smart people leading the charge, and we've chosen man's healthcare system and put more faith in a bottle of man-made chemically engineered pills than we do in the power that made and created us in the first place. And we've become lost when it comes to health. I mean, to think that you get headaches from a lack of Advil, or you have high cholesterol because you don't have enough Lipitor, or that you are depressed because you don't have enough Prozac is ridiculous. It's insane to think. That's insane. Instead, anytime you're symptomatic, sick, or you have a dysfunction or a disease, a diagnosis, that means something's not working right within you. And there's a cause to all problems. And knowing that the nervous system governs and controls all function, health, and healing in the body, that would be the first place to look. And in knowing that there are other laws and principles that also influence how the body functions and heals, how you eat and exercise, and toxicity issues, and your mindset, and spirit, stress, all those things, you find the interference, you find the cause, you remove the interference, and you get your body to function and heal at a higher level. You eliminate the cause, and all of a sudden God put an amazing healing power inside of you, and you could find your way. You find your way, but it's really easy when you understand, and that's our role, is to help you find your way, to see the light. Like I said at the makeover, we're gonna shine light on the truth so you can see it clearly, understand the natural order, become anchored in it. And then we will chart a course. We provide the resources. We show you how to find your way, how to be successful. Let the rubber meet the road. Allow you to take action, and the actions determine your outcome. But you have to pay the price. You champion the cause. You have to be the champion. You champion the cause. Your cause is to become healthy. That's what you're looking for. But you have to champion it, and then it's to the mountaintop. So we are going to shine the light. We are going to chart the course. We are going to champion the cause, and then to the mountaintop. Then to the mountaintop. And we make this year the best year ever. So even if you couldn't make the event, even if you couldn't make it, desperate times create creative measures. And we become creative, so we've got the video. We got a video of it. So anyone could do that. You could watch the video. If you couldn't make the event, then you watch the video. There are only two kind of patients that come into this office. Those that got the information from the event, or those that are going to get the information from the video that we're providing. You have to get it. We would be letting you down if we don't give you this information. And I owe it to you morally and ethically, and more importantly, spiritually, to get this information. And time is of the essence, because we've got this 45-day challenge starting on the 1st. I want everyone to get this video, and you have to watch it too. And instead of watching Netflix, instead of watching Cobra Kai, that ship sailed in the 80s, okay? And so instead of watching that, you watch this information. Sit down with your spouse or somebody else and binge watch it. In fact, it's a 3-hour seminar, so you could break it up, and you can watch look at it like it's a season, and you're going to watch the episodes, and you could break it up into 180-minute session. You can watch 2 90-minute sessions, 3 60-minute sessions, 4 45-minute sessions, 5 30-minute sessions, 6 20-minute sessions, or 7 18-minute sessions. Or you can watch 18 7-minute sessions, 26-minute sessions, 35-minute sessions, 45 4-minute sessions. You can watch 6 3-minute episodes, 92-minute episodes, or 181-minute episodes. I don't care how you break it up, but you got to watch it. Watch it, you must. Get this information. We owe it to you, and it prepares you for the world around us, and it prepares you for the 45-day challenge where the rubber's going to meet the road. I don't want people to be intimidated, or I can't eat like this, or I can't exercise like that, I can't do these things. Listen, there's going to be a component of this where you can have massive physical transformation. And it doesn't have to be a game of perfect, and you don't have to go all in, but just start moving in the right direction. And even beyond that, like never before, we're going to make this about a renewal of the mind. When we did the makeover on Saturday, I literally hijacked the presentation, and we didn't just talk about the 5 essentials like we do at every other makeover, so you've never been to one like this. I spent half of the time talking about current events and perspective on everything that's going on in the world. And when people say that, oh, I've been to a makeover, I don't need to go to it, that's insane, because you've never been to one like this. You're missing all this important information that is so critical. And we need to sharpen our axe so that we can help other people too. So even if you do know some of this information, it's about taking your game to the next level so that you can educate others and influence them. And so with this 45-day challenge, I mean, we're going to make this as much of a renewal of the mind. And a lot of information that we couldn't cover at the makeover, we're going to be able to disseminate through these 45 days. And there's going to be tons and tons of incredible content. And I don't care what makeover you've been to, we've never been able to go into the depth that we are going to be able to go into through not just the presentation we did on Saturday, but through the 45 days of content that we'll be providing for you. We're going to take you by the hand, walk you through the process. There's even a virtual shopping tour that we've done. We've become incredible creative. So, incredibly creative. So anyway, just please, just take charge. Take charge. This is like something that's going to like improve your walk on this planet, help you find your way, help you live a healthier, more fulfilled life. I promise you, we are a mind, a body, and a spirit coalescing together. We've got to pour into all 3 of those to become everything that God intended us to be. And that's exactly what we want for everybody. We are on a quest for the truth, to understand the world that God has given us, and to get as many people to plug in to the life He's got intended for all of us at the highest level. It's time to go to the mountaintop. Please work with us. Take action. It's all for you.